talento es sin lío y escuchando que el talento le cantó a los dos míos. Esto es música rapera que no lo hace cualquiera. Puro call boy para Tesa sin frenas. Neal the boss.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Neal podcast. I am Neal.
I'm Neal.
No, I'm Neal.
I'm Neal.
Oh man, this is
You're Neal.
Yes, I am. This has been a good weekend, man. How you been?
Weekend was good.
Yeah.
Week was weird.
Real? Yeah. It was a weird week. Here, let's start off with some good news. We
Yeah.
saw Jordan Jensen last night, man. That was a lot of fun.
She's really funny.
Dude,
She's really funny. While he
oh my
coughs.
gosh. I
Yeah.
know, right into the fucking
So I think we came across her on Instagram.
Yes.
And then she started falling into that clique of the Rogan, YMH groups. And then I saw her on Story Wars.
Okay.
If you haven't watched Story Wars, you need to go watch Story Wars.
See,
Big
she
J
would
Overson,
just
Louis
pop
J.
up
Gomez.
on my feed with like some of her crowd work stuff, and every now and
No,
then
that was the first time I'd seen her was the crowd work stuff, and then I'm like, oh, she's funny as fuck.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Well, then I would pop up with her doing. Apparently, she's friends with like Ian Fidance and a couple other big, really funny comedians. So I was like, oh shit, okay, she's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
And so and it's crazy when you see clips of somebody, and then you go to see them in person, and they're even funnier than what you were expecting. I was like,
Right.
this is great.
So she's got a special coming out on Netflix soon.
Yes.
I think.
Yes. I don't know if she's announced it, but she said she did. So I don't know if it's been announced, but yeah, she said she filmed something for
Well,
Netflix.
if you announce, I figured if she's announcing it in public that she's got,
that's
because
true.
she said the date. I just don't remember the
Did
date.
she?
I thought she did. I'll look it up.
I don't know. I just remember she said she had one, and that so she was working on some new stuff, which was really, really funny. And then when she was going back and forth with this, I guess this one person that was like gender fluid, because she was getting so confused. She was like, I hear the voice, but then you say you like women, but then you say you're also not a woman, and now I'm confused. Because you sound, she was like, you sound a little, somewhat of a kind of a little effeminate guy in there.
Right.
What's going on here?
And he was. He was wearing. He was very femme dressed. I think there was a skirt.
Yes.
I ran into him in the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I had to go to the bathroom, he went to the bathroom. But I think we ended up with, she's like, "Oh, you're queer," and bi, and he said, "Yeah, pretty much."
Yeah.
So, but I don't. There was more, but I don't want to because her material.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to push it out. But
yeah.
But she had one joke about the gagging.
Oh yeah.
That was good shit.
Oh,
You'll just have to
fuck
watch
yes.
the special to see. And
Yes.
sorry, I don't know the date. I tried to look it up, but I couldn't find it. She's got a special. It's either out on Netflix or it's coming out on Netflix. But that was fun.
Oh fuck yes.
But then during the week,
Yes. Some tragedies during the week.
there was some tragedies, and there was some weird encounters with some homeless people this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. You have. I've had some weird encounters with homeless people, but you are constantly having encounters with just crazed homeless people on a regular basis.
Well, I mean,
I mean,
it happened twice this week, so I can't argue with you.
No.
Yeah. So do we want to talk celebrity deaths first?
Let's just go with celebrity deaths.
Okay.
And then,
Okay.
So, fucking Malcolm Jamal Warner, a.k.a. Theo Huxtable, a.k.a. Malcolm from Malcolm and Eddie.
Malcolm and Eddie.
Yeah.
Also had a recurring role in Suits.
Yeah. Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah. Fucking Malcolm Jamal Warner. Fuck. It was. I wasn't so much just sad about him dying, but it was the way he fucking died, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, he died. He drowned trying to save his daughter when they got caught in a riptide out in, what was it, Costa Rica?
Yeah, I think it was Costa Rica.
And I was like, oh, God.
Yeah. And the same thing happened to a guy named Shad Gaspard, who was kind of the end of, like, he was relevant in WWE probably 10, 15 years ago.
Okay.
And I had just seen him at an independent show in Arlington, and then same thing happened.
Oh,
he got
shit.
caught in a riptide. His son He saved his son, put his son up on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
They got the son, and then next thing you know, he's gone.
Yeah.
So, no. If any ocean shit you want to do, you can do it on your own. Because I'm not. I don't want to do it. I didn't want to do it to begin with, and now I'm like, I really don't want to do it.
See, I never understood how it like. I guess, do they just get carried out in the riptide and then they don't know what to do, ended up trying to swim against it, ended up getting exhausted and drowning? Is it that they're not the best swimmers to begin with? And so then when somebody sees them way out there, like I don't get what it is.
Hey, you said it. You said it, Neal.
You said it too.
No, I didn't. No, you said that he wasn't a good swimmer.
I never
Why
said
wasn't
he
a good swimmer?
I said, is it that? Is it that he wasn't the best swimmer, got pulled out there, was like, oh shit? Or is it just he's out there for so long? You know, I can probably tread water for like, I got about maybe 15 minutes of treading water in me before I'm like, fuck.
I don't know. Because my thing is, look, it can hit my thighs. I'll be like, no, I'm good.
Really?
The water can hit here, and then I can walk back to get my beer, drink a little bit, and then get in the water and just kind of splash, and then I'm good. Because I don't know if they got waist deep and just thought that they were fine, and then they're not paying attention, and the next thing you know, this giant wave just comes smacking you, drenches, you're not expecting it, and the next thing you know, you're getting pulled 20 feet the wrong way, 20 feet the wrong way, more.
So I think from what I had listened to and kind of read, so they're out there just swimming around the water, and I guess maybe not the big tide, but something came as I think the tide was changing. And as the tide was changing, because apparently the area that they were in is known for like really fast, like the riptides can be kind of strong. And so as the tide changed, it pulled them out there pretty quick, pretty far out. And I guess he ran into like a surfer that was out there, so he puts the surfer up on the board. The surfer takes the kid in, and then by the time they got out to him to get him, it was too late.
Yeah, no, I'll swim in the pool. I'll splash in the ocean. little pitter patter.
It's great because I like man. What's crazy is it kind of fucked with me because I like just swimming out on the beach, going out, feet can't touch the water, just swimming around, swim back in. Like I don't mind at all. And then I'm seeing
sir.
Fuck, man, he was what, like 10, 15 years older than me, man. He wasn't old. And so
I guess it's the thing. I don't know how far out he was. But I'm not getting far out enough to where, like, when the waves are hitting and my feet start coming off of the ground. No, I don't want to be that far into the ocean. I don't.
See that I don't mind. I'll swim out there, tread water for a little bit. Oh, this is nice. Boom. Like, float around on the waves and stuff, swim around, and then just swim back in.
No, nothing beats a hot tub, man. Nothing beats a hot tub. You can't. I mean, you can drown. But you're not going to just, like, if you get sucked under somehow, you slip, you just stand up.
I don't know. Fucking Final Destination, didn't somebody drown in a hot tub in that series? I want to say there's got to be a hot tub.
I think it was something like the cover got locked in on. I don't remember. But, yeah, there was a lot of weird things in Final Destination. But, no, There's shit in the ocean too.
Why is it the black dude is willing to go way out further into the water than
I don't know. I don't know. That should tell you something. If the white man is telling you, listen, don't go do that white people shit. Because that's white people shit. It is. Swimming out, all the kite surfing and all that stuff. We know who made that shit up.
This is true.
Not that everybody can obviously do it, but it's like, yeah.
We know who the first people were to do it.
Put a fucking string on the back of the boat. We're going to put a kite.
Hey, I got this. Dude, that's, and the more you
that
talk
sounds
about
like
it, that sounds like, yes, some redneck shit. It's like, you know what? I got this fucking parachute. I'm going to strap it to the back of the boat. And you fucking haul ass.
Yeah,
that's going to be awesome.
Yeah. And then that gives them a reason to try to make the boat more powerful. So that they can get more speed and see how fast they can go.
It does sound like just the most redneckiest shit.
Listen, man, I've been on an inner tube on the back of a truck being pulled when there was snow. Like, I've done it. Okay. Of course, the last time I did it was when they turned real sharp real quick and I just rolled.
Sling you out of there.
Yeah.
It'll either sling you or fucking roll you. Neither.
Oh,
which
it
is
rolled.
fun.
It rolled me.
Oh fuck.
But
man.
you know what saved me? 1993 Cowboy starter jacket.
Fucking start. Dude, I had a Minnesota Twins starter jacket only because all the Cowboys and Bulls starter jackets were always you could never find them at the time. Like you couldn't find anything Cowboys,
Nothing
anything
Bulls, nothing Cowboys.
And so my mom was like, "Well, they got the Twins, so here's your starter jacket." I was like, "All right."
Yeah.
I still wore the fuck out of it. I did not care.
The other one I wanted was the Charlotte Hornets one. Oh. Just cause.
It's fucking grandmama. That's
Yeah.
why. That's why. Who fucking didn't like Larry Johnson?
Larry Johnson was such an. If you didn't know he was a basketball player, you'd just be like, that's a very intimidating looking motherfucker.
Just a scary fucking dude. It's fucking awesome.
And so speaking of.
And then who else died? So it was Malcolm Jamal
Oh
Warner.
yeah, it was Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Then the Hulk died.
Well, it was Ozzy.
It was Ozzy
first.
Yes.
Right?
Like, was it like 3 days after he did a show or something like that? Or the day after?
Man.
Like, he did a show.
Yeah.
He sat the entire show, did the show, next day, dead.
Yeah. He was doing a farewell tour. And
he fucking said farewell.
I saw a video. It was final, like, was it War Pigs? I think it was War Pigs, like final ever performance of War Pigs. Yeah. Yeah. It had that energy. It had a lot of that energy. Ozzy was sitting in that throne thing and he just he was barely moving his arms a little bit. Even in the whole band too. It just the energy felt.
We're almost done.
Yeah.
This is our last show, guys. I don't have much more of this.
Which I saw Ozzy in 2008, and he wasn't moving around great then.
Dude, he was barely moving or talking back when he first got his show in like 03 and like 02, 03.
That was when people would go around and say, "Sing it, Ozzy. We can't understand you when you speak."
Yeah. He was struggling to move and do shit then. And dude, it said that he was 76 years old. I thought he was in his 70s back when that show came out.
No, I thought he was in his 60s. I would have given him 60s, but when I saw him in concert, I thought he was pushing 70. I didn't realize that he was just 76 or whatever.
It's crazy how long somebody like that has survived just right on the edge of death for like the last 20 years. Like, if somebody would have said back in like 2007, "Oh, hey, Ozzy Osbourne died," after seeing their show for so long, nobody would have been shocked.
No, I don't think.
He made it another 20 years.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like a step and a half from death. Just made it for 20
I don't
fucking
know.
years.
Maybe he really gave up that life, that hard drug and alcohol life, and just maybe he got to a point where he's like, all right, I can't get better than this, but at least I can maintain this for another 20 years.
I guess. But then I don't see. I mean, what's sober for him, though? Was he like sober, or was he like California sober? Like California sober, where it's like, okay, yeah, I don't drink and do any hard, I don't do any hard drug, but I still smoke weed from time to time, and
Maybe.
and I got an occasional bump type shit.
I don't know, because I don't recall much of the show because I didn't watch that much. Yeah,
sure.
Most of it
Like,
was
that's
clips.
the only word you can understand.
But I don't remember on the show if they ever showed him like drinking or smoking weed or anything.
I know you would be smoking cigarettes if I remember right.
See, I don't remember. Maybe he just said, "I'll tone it down a bit."
Yeah, but you got to remember, like, they're not going to show him smoking weed on MTV.
Not back then because it wasn't legal yet. Yeah.
And then you could barely really even drink on TV shows.
What are you talking about, man? Jersey Shore was nothing but drinking.
Was it? Oh yeah, it was. It was.
I mean, it had to have been.
They did do.
When
was
I
it
picture
just shots of people drinking, or was it the Cats do it.
When I picture Jersey Shore, the only thing I think in my head is Snooki and all them just
They were
getting
hammered
shit-faced in clubs all the time.
Oh yeah, a lot of steroids and a lot of alcohol on that.
A lot of hair product. That is a lot of hair product.
Yes. Oh yeah.
As a man that uses hair product, that's a lot of hair product. The amount of shit you have to put, like literal stuff in your hair to get it to do that and to look that way.
Dude, that was. I feel like so because MTV kind of started the reality TV show craze, but I feel like when Jersey Shore blew up, that was the beginning of the end of reality shows taking over networks. Because MTV, like,
You don't think Jersey Shore took over MTV for a decade or something?
That's what I'm saying. That was the beginning of them. That was the beginning. I'm sorry, not the beginning.
You're saying
of,
that was the transition of them going into nothing but reality TV from doing music videos.
Yeah, and like in other networks, how many other networks just transition from doing most of their shows being actual shows to being the majority reality shows? Fucking look at Bravo,
TLC.
TLC,
The Learning Channel.
Like 90% of their programming are fucking reality shows
Because they want ratings, man.
I mean,
And people watch chaos.
Yeah, but that's what, because they only had Real World, Road Rules. And then they had some of the competition show from people from that cast. But that wasn't their primary, they were still showing music videos a lot. They had MTV too, and they still had
Beavis and Butthead.
They had some actual shows.
Wasn't there another animated show that they had? It was Diane or Dora or...
Oh, you're thinking of Daria.
Yeah. Wasn't that on MTV?
Was it on MTV?
I don't remember. I didn't watch it.
What? You never watched... Dude, I'm going to tell you right now. Great fucking show.
Okay.
Great fucking show.
Okay.
Like...
I just miss the music videos. I miss music videos, good ones.
The fucking intro was so great. That's probably what started me getting my goth chick
Phase.
to get. Yeah, because I think her best friend was like, yeah, pretty much a goth chick, and I was like, all right, I see what they're doing with this.
Yeah.
I was like, I can. That and The Craft.
Oh man, The Craft.
The Craft. When I saw my first black goth chick, I was like, oh. fucking fetish unlocked.
So we know, now I know your second one.
Dude, that was the one thing I noticed too, being there at the Jordan Jensen show. I just kept looking at her nose and I was like, fuck.
It's funny because I kind of thought, I wonder if Neal's into this. I wonder if Neal's into this. So I had to tell, so we had a friend with us last night too. And he had a slight confused look when he saw her. And I said, she was raised by two moms. She's not lesbian, but she likes dudes. And he goes, oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I can see him being so confused.
I get it now. And then she started talking about the mom and stepmom, and so, because I thought at first, I went, oh, she's definitely.
Oh yeah, yeah. You were to look at her like, oh yeah, she's definitely.
And then I think I heard it on Story Wars when she's like, I have a boyfriend. I just look this way.
I'd seen enough of her clips that I had heard her talk about it in a couple of them. I was like, okay, that makes way more sense. He's like, this is the product of two lesbian moms on a straight girl. And you're like, oh, okay. It's like, they're responsible for
this. Yeah. And then, man, the Hulkster.
Yes, man. Yeah. That was one I was kind of sad about, and then I thought about it. I was like, not that sad. Not that sad anymore. Because if you just Google the Hulk rants, it's not going to take long for you to be like, fuck this guy.
You listen to one of those rants.
Oh, yeah. Rampage had a hilarious thing about it. He was talking about about
Rampage Jackson? Yeah.
Yes.
I thought you was talking about, and yeah, I was thinking of Macho Man, but I was like, why? No. Macho Man didn't say anything. He'd been dead for a while, too.
Rampage has a video talking about, they saying all this stuff about Hulk. It's sad that he died, but he was always cool with me. I didn't care if he didn't want me to fuck his daughter. I'd have done it anyway. But it's like she was a thick, she was that old fat bitch. I'd definitely fucked his daughter. And I'm just like, bro.
Those clips you keep sending me of Rampage and his son are hilarious. But Rampage has zero filter, and I love it.
I knew Rampage was just a funny, wild dude, but I didn't realize how fucking funny he was till him and his son started putting out all these clips. I was like, this dude is. And then there's other clips of him and Shannon Briggs, the boxer.
Yeah,
Shannon the Cannon Briggs, and them. There's a video of them talking shit back and forth, and he's talking about Shannon Briggs starts talking about how he would fuck up Rampage in an MMA bout. And he's like, you try to come and be doing all that wrestling shit. The moment you try to go for my legs, I'm going to hit you right there, right in the soft spot in the top of your head. It's like, what?
I don't. I mean, obviously, I have zero experience in it at all, but we know that a pure boxer is going to beat an MMA fighter in a boxing match, but they can at least go for a little bit. Mm-hmm. In the octagon, I don't think a boxer stands a chance against a perfect, like, we're talking a UFC top guy, and there's no chance.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, there's a reason why you see all these MMA guys go into boxing to do some boxing, but you don't see any like what James Toney is the only one. I was going to say
James Toney, and he got destroyed by Couture.
I mean, he didn't even get destroyed. He just got literally low-level single, and he went right for a head and arm choke inside of like 40 seconds.
He just got deleted. Like it was. If that had been me, I'd have been like, man, I trained like a motherfucker, and I got choked out or whatever. Or didn't he choke him out, or he made him tap?
In like 30, 40 seconds. But I mean, here's the thing. Because I've had to tell a few guys this who have tried to who were talking about trying to get into MMA, and I was like, look, get good at the wrestling and the grappling first, because that's going to take you the longest to get good at. Like, getting good at a grappling like sport is fucking so hard. It takes so long, I feel like you can get way better with your stand up. In a shorter amount of time than you can with
grappling. Well, the other thing too, and I'm more asking, is like as a boxer, you get your range down with your hands, right? Yep. You know where you need to be to hit somebody and wherever in the body.
Just the introduction of leg kicks
that's
changes
what I'm saying.
The entire dynamic.
So if you know from here to here, you can kick me in the head. As a boxer, I don't know how to defend against that, really. Well, I mean, you might train a little bit, but you've been dealing with it for years.
Yeah. It's also really bad for because you have to change your whole stance up.
Right.
Because if you get in a boxing stance, I'm just going to leg kick the shit out of you the whole time, and you can't do anything from a boxing stance because you're so kind of sideways and making yourself really small that if I start throwing shit at your lead leg, you don't have the angle to defend it.
Right.
And you're just going to, now you got to open yourself up more in order to deal with takedowns and leg kicks. And that in and of itself for a boxer is really, is not necessarily difficult, but it's it's really awkward to get used to opening your stance up more because you got to deal with a whole bunch of other shit.
Yep.
So,
but I ain't going to have to worry about either one. I'll tell you, the thing about Hogan, though, I kind of did feel like he was going to be around forever. Just the persona of being the immortal Hulk Hogan, and I think he had the beer brand that he just started. You didn't hear about the All American beer? I think that's what it's called.
Of course, it's All American beer.
I think that's what it's called. Let me fact check that.
No, I feel like he's a little late with his beer brand then. Because I feel like the best time for him to do it would have been at the height of Hulkamania.
Sorry, Real American Beer.
Real American beer. See, if he had started Real American Beer in like 95, like before the WWE switch, but like when he was like not Hollywood Hulk, before Hollywood Hulk, when he was like, I am a real dude.
But that was the thing.
He would have been able to keep his kid-friendly thing and still sell beer to all of their dads.
But I think that was the thing, is because he was say your prayers, drink your milk, take your vitamins. Beer would have been again, but he could have done it. When he had that TNA run after WCW, he could have
called it Hollywood
run.
Beer.
Yeah,
that would have been fucking great.
Well, and then he was either starting or had started another wrestling promotion. Yeah,
Really.
Yep.
I'm sure Vince was thrilled to hear about that.
Well, Vince is out.
Well, I'm talking about he had just done it.
Yeah,
okay.
This was very recent that he had just made
okay.
Not after the WWE.
Okay.
I'm talking about like within the last year. There's been movement.
Okay, so
but
all white wrestlers, I'm assuming.
Damn. Well, no, you gotta. Oh.
AWW, all white wrestling.
No, they would have had black people in it. They just would have been
They would
jobbers.
have been
They'd have been the jobbers. They'd have lost all the
They'd have
matches.
been all jobbers and heels.
Yep. Yeah. That reminded me of a story. So Scott Hall, he passed a while ago, but it was him and Sting were like my two guys growing up. Sting was he had the crow thing going on, and then Scott Hall was just the bad guy who was cool.
Big and
he had
an
machismo.
asshole.
Yeah. And there was a story that Booker T had talked about. If you didn't know, Booker T is African American. Where Scott Hall was like, "Man, we need you in the NWO." He said, "Why?" He goes, It's not really." He goes, "We need some color, man. We need some color in this faction." So Scott Hall was the one who's like, "Yeah, we
need
white.
some black people here.
Yeah.
It's all white.
It's white.
We're starting to get the wrong kind of fans.
Right.
Our fans are starting to wear a lot of like high black boots.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and
People are starting to realize
they're
that I'm
opening
not,
their hands to wave at us a little bit too
Right.
much.
He's like, that Cuban gimmick I had over there. They're starting to realize now that I'm not.
Oh shit!
I think he was from Tennessee.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But the fact that Scott Hall said he is Cuban is hilarious to me.
Hey, he pulled Razor Ramon off.
He did.
He pulled it off, and I think it was him just telling Vince like, I can do a good Scarface, and they just
with
ran
the fucking
with it.
toothpick, and he would throw it in people's faces.
Yeah, right before they get into a lockup, he. And as a kid, as being like 11, 12, I was like, that's the coolest shit ever.
Yes.
I just want toothpicks so I can flick them at people.
Oh, fuck, man.
I was very surprised that Flair outlived Hogan, though.
Yeah, that's true. I could see that. Yeah, Flair's done some wild.
Because over the last few years, Flair's had some major health problems.
Yeah,
he just there's a certain white man age where they just start aging rapidly.
Yes.
And I thought, man, it's going to be any day now. And then it was Hulk. And I'm like, oh, well, he looked good for, what was he, 73?
Something like that. Like 73.
I was like, well, he looks pretty, but man, you can't fight back the prolonged use of steroids, I guess.
I mean, man, here's the thing. You can use steroids. So I've seen a few like little things about it where they've talked to guys who use steroids like regularly for like, 30, 40 plus years. But I think we had talked about this a while back, and it's always the guys who like really abuse the shit out of them for a while that end up having the terrible things happen. But every guy that they interview, they're like, I take one thing and I cycle on that for a while, and then I cycle off, and then I cycle on one thing for a while. And they was like, I just do one thing at a time.
Yeah.
And it's all the guys who are like, well, I stack this with this with this, and then that's like their 6 to 8 week cycle. And it's like, bro, why are you doing 6 different things at the same time? Like, this is how you develop tits and start lactating.
The more I take, the bigger I get.
That's when you start seeing guys get all fucked up.
Did you send me the video? Because we just talked about Rampage. Did you send me the video where Rampage realized that he had been taking steroids?
Yeah.
Was that Bradley Martin that was with him? Yeah. And Bradley asked him, were you on roids when you were on the Ultimate Fighter season?
Oh yeah, when
and then
they show
him
door
breaking
down.
the door, and he's like, I ain't never done steroids in my life. He goes, well, I don't remember what, he's like, you took this, right? He's like, yeah, but that's HGH. He goes,
No, he said that was testosterone.
Or testosterone,
He said,
yeah.
it's not steroids, it's a different molecule.
It
He's
is.
like, they told me it was safe, that it wasn't
Yeah.
steroids.
And he's like, no, it's all the same. He goes, it's all in the same bucket. And he just went. In his defense, though, he really thought, hey, this dude said I could take this,
I get it.
and I took it.
But that goes
And he
to
didn't get. I don't remember him getting caught for anything.
because that
around
was,
that time.
if I remember right, that was during the TRT era.
Where they could, and now it's
Where-
banned.
Yeah,
Okay.
where it was like, well, they told me I could take this testosterone stuff, and that it wasn't steroids because I got a doctor to say that I could take it.
Yep.
So I wasn't on steroids. That I get what he was saying, but guys were just finding random doctors to give them
Yep.
to give them testosterone so they can go out and fight more.
Yeah.
Because if you notice, what is it, the Vitor, as soon as he got off TRT, like he kind of fell off because he was out there on just juiced to the gills on that shit at 40
Yeah.
and just running through motherfuckers. And when they got rid of it, he went downhill fast.
And he just was just dense muscle at
Yes.
40, just
Yeah.
ripped.
He's like, how at 42 do you look the same as you did when you were 24? Like you had,
If not bigger.
Yeah, if not bigger.
If not bigger.
and you're just like, no, man, no.
Which is, I don't know. Because if you took what the recommended dosage was,
Mm-hmm.
you just couldn't regulate it because they're gonna find
People are
ways
gonna,
around
yeah,
it.
people are gonna abuse the fuck. If you allow a little bit, people are gonna abuse it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now.
Like you can only get it, but you have to get it at the facility, and we know how to check your levels if you're abusing it. It's just too much to keep up with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, so they just test everybody and shit.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I wanted to talk to you about this.
Yeah.
So, the other day we were talking about the WNBA.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. And
Wait, we were?
yes, yeah. Sometimes guys talk about women's sports. It happens. So, they had worn all those shirts for I guess was it the All-Star game or something like that, or the All-Star weekend or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. I think it was the WNBA.
Yeah.
All-Star
There was
weekend.
it pay us what you owe us or something like that.
Yeah. It was along the lines of paraphrasing that they want to get paid more.
Yes, which I get because that's why a lot of women for the years and even now will go overseas and end up making way more than they can here.
Right.
Which I get. So, but I think a lot of women are just like, well, I want to, play in my home country, so I'll make less money so I can stay home type shit. But I'm just like, all right. But a lot of people I'm hearing is like, where the fuck you gonna find the money? All this, that, and the other. Because I think what we were saying, like, the WNBA as an organization has not been profitable since its inception, right?
So since the WNBA's inception, it hasn't made a single dollar of gross profit since it's been,
Okay.
what was it, 97?
I think so.
Something like that?
Yeah, 96,
So
97.
they've actually been operating
At a loss.
and I think it was
So I think this
over
past year,
$200 million
Oh, in
lost, I
total.
think.
Total.
Yeah, in total.
Yeah, because I
since
think
its
just this
inception.
past year, I think they were maybe short, like maybe 30 million or something like that.
Yeah.
40 million. And I remember reading something like because I know they're wanting like to get a bigger share of the profit sharing, kind of like they do in the NBA.
But there is
and
no
NFL.
profit. But there's no
or
profit.
Not, sorry, not profit.
No,
Revenue
no,
share.
no. They
They
do.
want- no, they want revenue share.
They want revenue share, but you can't do revenue share with a business that doesn't make profit.
Yeah, and what's crazy, I was looking up something. They said if every WNBA player were to cover the operating loss last year of,
they would have been paying. They
would have had to pay like
yeah.
I think like 200 grand
Yeah.
or something like that at each a player.
Yeah.
But they're supposed to be getting a $2.2 billion TV deal
Right.
for the next year, which should help make them become profitable. But I also had another idea of what they can do, because the biggest thing is just like getting interest. And what I don't like is a lot of people put the burden of interest onto getting guys to watch the WNBA more, which I don't think is necessarily fair. Because nobody, the NFL wants, and the NBA want more women to watch, men's sports, but nobody's like, why aren't we, like, nobody's going to get mad that not enough women are watching, not a bunch of women are watching men's sports. So why do men need to necessarily, watch WNBA? So they need to get more interest, right? More female interest from like what, 22 to like 54 to watch the WNBA.
I think the demographic. What is the demographic that the typically?
Because
it's like
I know
18
like
to
most
34.
young girls usually watch.
Well, I'm
will
saying
watch
that most when they look, they want the 18 to 34 demographic is your key one that you're looking for.
1834.
I think.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, this is the thing is anybody can watch it, but
no. Here's what they need to do. They need to bring in Andy Cohen. Do you do you not know who Andy Cohen is?
I know who Andy Cohen is. I was trying to figure out where you were going with this, I guess.
Who has a lock on the 18, not even to 34, to fucking 54 female demographic better than Andy fucking Cohen?
You think so?
Are you all the fucking housewife shows that he produces? You can't find a single American woman that does not watch at least one Bravo show religiously that he fucking produces.
Okay.
So here's my thought. The WNBA does a deal with Bravo, and you do Real Wives of the WNBA. And you have a housewife style show with a number of WNBA players.
Now, are you doing the WNBA players or are you doing their wives?
I think you got to do WNBA players. So like they can do
That's
it,
what I'm saying.
and they can trap. They can do it like Hard Knocks, and they can do different cities from season to season.
But do you do the wives of the WNBA players or do you do the WNBA players themselves?
I feel like you do the You got to do the WNBA.
You got to do the players.
You got to do the players because they need to see, because Sandy, she can tell me so much of what every single one of these women's in Real Housewives of Atlanta, Potomac, and a few of these other, like what they have going on in their lives.
Yeah.
Like she's got this product, she's doing this business. And so you got to get the WNBA players on the show to introduce them and who they are, their personalities, their dramas, to all these. And then it airs on a Friday night or a Saturday. And then you got the games on a Sunday. They're going to watch them on Bravo. And then like, oh, my favorite person from that show is playing tomorrow. You already know some of the background drama that she's been going through. Now you get to watch her drop 30 on some chicks now too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So you're saying bring reality TV into the WNBA and more women would watch.
I mean, because if you notice, a lot of it's always about drama. How do you sell the drama? That's all the NBA and NFL do. They sell you on the fucking drama between ownerships and the players, or two players having a rivalry through the teams. Like, you got to somehow gin up drama.
Well,
and who gins up the best drama for women right now? Andy fucking Cohen, bro.
Okay. I mean, that is true. That is. All right. That okay, that'll probably work.
I'm just saying.
Because that's what it is if you are a fan of WNBA and you really feel that WNBA athletes deserve more pay, people have to start watching more games. That's as simple as it is that you get
those more 2 paychecks getting paid by Bravo, and they got their WNBA contract. And their endorsement deals.
But then you'd only get to pay the people that were on the show, though. So then you're going to have
But you get them exposed to a much bigger audience, and then that can help lead them to more endorsements and more attendance to some of the games and stuff, too. Because now people know the power forward on the Dallas Wings.
Right.
You know, I couldn't fucking tell you her name right now. I'm sure she's cool. I'm sure she's good. I have no idea who she is. But if I happen to be there, Sandy's watching the show or something like that, I end up knowing a lot of the storylines because Sandy watches these shows all the time. So I end up watching some of it with her. So I'm watching some of the WNBA show with her. I start learning more about the players. Boom, now a game pops up. Oh, that's a chick who got mad at what's her name on that one episode and threw a drink in her face. Now they out here setting screens for each other. I'm in.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they don't have any. There's not any reality shows for the WNBA.
No. See.
Got to write up an email to Bravo.
I know, man.
Listen.
I'll just take
It's a win-win.
5% fee. That's all I need. I'm not greedy.
Just give me residuals.
Yeah.
I want it all.
I just want 5% on the back end. I'm good.
Man. But
you can't tell me that wouldn't at least be a decent idea. And then, like I said, you can just go from city to city every season. This season will be Dallas. Next season will be LA. The other season will be Vegas. Like, they just go all around. And you learn more about the players.
True.
They can make more stars that way too, because you'll have not everybody's going to be good on the show every season, but I don't know, some chick playing for Miami or something like that happens to come off really well on the show. Now all of a sudden her jersey sales are skyrocketing around the country.
Yeah, but if she's like the sixth person off the bench and she's getting more attention than the star players,
Who
it's
the fuck cares?
because it brings it. Look,
Hold on. Does she help bring in tickets?
Yeah. But I'm
You
saying there's gonna be complaints of like, well, she's not even that good of a player. I'm your best player. I'm the one putting up.
Be better on camera.
But then it turns into it not being about the sport.
Yeah, but you got to. But hold on. First things first. You always got to win games. But like, think about it. It's like Hard Knocks. Like,
No, but that's what I'm saying. It doesn't, because if you get somebody who is really good on camera, but it's on a shit team and she's not even the best player on a shit team, then you've got all of these tickets going to a game about a reality TV show, not the game.
That's fine. Pull on. Money is money. Like all that, because think about it. Like like any professional sports team owner, they don't give a shit about the players or what's going on in their lives. They're just caring, is this team good enough to put asses in seats and win games? And sometimes not even the win games. Can they put asses in seats? That's all they really care about.
Cowboys haven't thought about that in 30 years, and they're still putting asses in seats.
That's what I'm saying. And even let's say the girl, she's coming off the bench, but people love her on the show. Well, why can't she just parlay that into fucking her own TV career and say fuck it to the WNBA?
Because then you're getting away from the WNBA again. We were trying to figure out ways to make the WNBA more profitable.
But then that's the thing.
Player.
The WNBA makes stars. Now you can watch it and see, oh, I remember that girl. She played in the WNBA.
Right.
She was on this show. But see, I'm just saying, it creates other avenues of money for these women.
Well, something.
The other
something
idea I
has
heard
to get,
that was really good.
Something has to get changed in the league, because it's not. It's getting a little bit better, but when you're still trying to dig yourself out of that deficit every year, you got to do something.
Well, I did hear of another idea from another podcast that I listened to, which I thought was a very good idea. Where I think was it Brilliant Idiots, where a lot of lesbians in the WNBA, a lot of studs. So why do none of their just like NBA players have their own shoes, why can't some of these stud basketball players have their own brand of strap-ons?
Wow. I thought you were going to say shoes, and then you said strap-on, and my brain didn't work for a second.
Just saying, they use strap-ons all the time. You're telling me there's like a Diana Taurasi strap-on or something like that?
Man.
Like, this is what I use on my wife on a regular basis. Boom. It spins a little bit. It vibrates. Boom. Like, give your partner the best night of her life. Boom. And it comes in all these sizes and settings. I promise you, at least there is at minimum a third of the WNBA players are using strap-ons. I promise you. Not on. You can't tell. You cannot convince me otherwise that if a third of this league is using it, why can't some of these people get their own branded?
Listen, I want to say right now that I'm all for trying to figure out ways to help the league and those women get paid more money. Your shit's not going to work, Neal.
Are you serious?
Yes, because they would never do it. They would never. How do you advertise strap-ons at a WNBA game?
Not at the game. But, I mean, they could have their own, they're going out, they show up at New Fine Arts and they're doing a strap signing. Because they have their own brand.
You can't do that. How would you do that?
What do you mean, how would they do that? They could advertise it on their own Instagram. I'm talking about trying to find these.
But owners wouldn't want I don't think they would want their athletes to.
That's not for them to decide.
What is it? What's the NFL thing? Contract detrimental to the team. Like they might go like, listen, you can't be doing all this stuff because you have an image to withhold.
And that's their image is helping people provide great sex for their partners. And what is wrong with that? They're out here providing a service, and you're telling me ownership's going to tell them no, don't help people out have a better sex life?
Yeah,
that seems very not being very sex positive. Be kind of kink shaming if you ask me.
That's what I see most of the owners will probably be doing. It's bad enough that they're gay. We can't be having them out there running around selling strap-ons too.
You know, like the Brittany grinder strap-on.
Oh man, that kind of just named itself, didn't it?
The grinder will help you. The grinder will help you grind that pussy into dust.
That's Neal Ewing. NEAL EWING.
I'm just saying these are marketing opportunities that I feel like they're, and you can't tell me. So there's a couple just super fine WNBA players. Now, I'm just saying there's a lot of these porn stars that have their own designed pocket pussies or silicone vaginas or something like that.
They're porn stars, Neal.
Just saying.
They're porn stars.
All I'm saying is I know a lot of dudes that would buy an Angel Reese pocket pussy.
Listen, as correct as you are, my idea was a little bit simpler. It's this. Ladies, get together, have a girls' night, and turning it WNBA game on. And if all of you start doing that together and those ratings go up, those women will get more money in their pockets.
Now, the last other thing I had, but
then we'll go to the strap-on idea.
The last idea I had, but this is, I don't know how they do it because you'd have to do it from like other levels, is if they were to lower the goal to like 9 feet, I'd love to see that, just to see like fucking Brittany Griner come down and just yam on fucking Caitlin Clark or whatever, standing under the goal, just two-handed, just wham, and just pussy all in her face, and she's like hanging on the rim over her.
I mean, I said that to somebody one time. They're like, no, you're not going to change up. It's basketball. I'm like, but if it makes it, because I think
if I see some of these chicks come through the lane and just go between the legs and just
I'm saying
go ham on somebody, I was like, I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, I'm saying I agree with you, but I was like, make it half court ball, because then you're gonna make the pace faster, and you lower it 2 to 9 foot, and you just start seeing like these tomahawk dunks on somebody. Because I get it.
I will say the game has gotten so much better than what it used to be, because we're from the age when women used to have to take the little run and start to shoot threes. They used to have to take the dribble, do the big step, and then fire the real motherfucker from the
forward. Yeah.
I remember having to see a lot of chicks go and have to do all that. Now they're just spotting up and just fucking either one dribble or just catching and putting it up on the three.
Yeah.
It's gotten way, way better. So I'm just saying it's come a long way.
Just saying.
I'm just saying they are missing out on the marketing opportunities are right there. And you got to go to where the audience is at. And I'm just saying.
But then you're sexualizing these professional athletes, Neal.
This is true. Okay. Well, then, Andy, like I said, Andy Cohen is right there because he's right there where the demographic is. But I feel like the strap-on idea is the best one. It's not necessarily the best one, but I feel like it. I mean, I'm telling you, some of these women, like, it would give them so much passive income. Because here's the thing, like, a lot of gay women will buy female, owned products or gay and lesbian owned products. They will help out. So they will support their businesses. And a lot of lesbians have strap-ons. So if you have a lesbian owned branded strap-on business, you can't tell them you can't tell. And if she's really good too.
No. I don't. Speaking of strap-on.
I'm just telling you, Neal.
Well, you can write us at nealandnealpc@gmail. And I will have a pre-typed apology letter ready to send out to you. But, all right, we got time for probably one more story. So you brought up strap-ons. Okay. So it kind of transitioned to this. I saw a homeless dude flip another guy off with his dick this week. Yeah. I was leaving work, and there's a homeless dude in the middle of the road where we used to live, and he's walking towards the direction that, like the opposite direction we need to be going.
He's walking against traffic.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, for sure. And I guess the car in front of me decided to mouth something at him, and he just was like, "Fuck you." The homeless dude, something else must have been said back, because the homeless guy was like, "Oh, you didn't understand this." Grabbed his dick out of his pants and pointed it at him and was like, "Fuck you," and then shoved it back in.
And I know he wasn't gentle with it. Just hearing this, he was very...
No. No. It was like, it was just a simple like a one flick at him. Like, fuck you.
Flick some little crust at you.
You knew what the intent, like just the way that he did it at him was like, fuck you. And stuck it back in and then went about his business. I had to drive around him. And I thought, man, the one time I don't have my dash cam on, because I took it out when I got it detailed. And I thought, man, the one fucking time, because he was right in front of me when he did it. And I just politely and said, "Have a good day, sir," and just kind of drove around him and then went home. But we have had some crazy stories.
We were talking about it yesterday, and I didn't realize this, how many homeless encounters we had in that area. And it's not like New York, where like
you're just desensitized to the fact that this was not, they weren't there, and then there was a few, and then it's, oh, I can't walk outside without running into one.
Yeah, because like if this is New York, LA, I get it, they're everywhere out there. Like hell, even Portland's crazy.
Portland, yeah, I've seen some videos of some crazy homeless people.
But like, I don't know, it seemed like Dallas is getting there, like around like maybe 2 years after COVID, like the homeless population just exploded.
Yep. And I met one the other day and saw a lot of him that I wasn't expecting to see on that day. Then I had another one at a gas station. I was going to check out this gym, and I needed to get gas. And it was a guy in a wheelchair. Looked like he probably lost the leg to diabetes.
Okay.
And asking for money, didn't have any, go inside. And he just starts yelling, "Oh, it's whatever, man. Fuck it.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to fucking call the cops. Nobody gives a shit anyway." And he's wheeled himself into the front of the door. And it's a push to get out. It's not a pull.
He had to push it through his ass to get out.
No, he was hefty. But he kind of rolled back enough to where I saw my window to be able to push the door and get out. And I left, and I held the door for him because I thought he was trying to get in. And I said, "You good? You want to go in?" He goes, "No." I said, "You all right?" He goes, "I guess." Okay. It's whatever.
Jesus.
And then I quickly walked to my truck and then went, what is he going to do? Roll up on me?
That's true.
And then last night, leaving your place, didn't tell you this.
Oh, shit, what happened?
Dude, I heard a bunch of rowdy dudes downstairs, and I could just tell from what was being said that I was going home. Because I heard, "I'm going to whoop every motherfucker in here on my mama." I went, nope.
Wait, in the parking garage just below?
It was below. Yeah, so it was below. Either they were downstairs, but I could hear them through the stairwell yelling this shit.
Okay.
And there was quite a bit of them. And I just was like, no, not tonight. Not tonight.
Oh, shit.
I'm not going to be one of them on my mamas. And I got the fuck out.
Oh, man. That I don't know, that wheelchair thing. I don't know, do you ever see the unaired clip of Charlie Murphy talking about trying to fuck up this dude in a wheelchair?
No.
So it was from the episode where he was doing like all his stories.
Oh,
with,
the
like,
Charlie
Rick
Murphy
James.
stories?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so there was one they didn't air, but like him and Eddie were like out at some restaurant, and there was this linebacker that back in like the 70s or 80s had gotten paralyzed by Jack Tatum. But he was a really popular guy. And he had some money and stuff like that. So he's at this restaurant with a couple girls or whatever with him, and all the girls that he were with start looking over at him and Eddie and all sorts of stuff. But he's like, look, he's like, this motherfucker, he in here like this, and he ain't moving. He like, fuck, what the fuck y'all looking over there for? I got money too. Fuck that nigga. That nigga ain't funny either anyway. He's just sitting there like arms up, talking shit or whatever.
So was he paralyzed from the neck down?
I think from the neck down.
And he's trying to beat up.
And he's
trying to beat up a is that a paraplegic when they're?
I think that's quadriplegic.
Quadriplegic. Yeah.
And so he's just talking shit over there loud too, saying it. And so Charlie Murphy gets irritated and he walks over there. He's like, "Hey man, I don't appreciate you saying all this stuff. If you don't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna flip this fucking wheelchair over and stomp you in your mouth." And he's like, "What?"
Damn.
And he's like right there in his face saying. I was like, what the shit?
I'm gonna stick my finger down your feeding tube.
He was like, I mean, that was the only part working on him. So it was like, if I stomped or kicked him, he wasn't gonna feel shit. So I had to tell him I'd stomp him in the mouth, the only place where he would feel something.
Damn,
like,
that is true.
Bro. And he was like, and I was ready to fuck him up too. And he's like, and you could tell by the look in my eyes that I was really gonna do it. And then I walked back over, and Eddie's over there like, hey man, you have to do all that. He was like, nah, I had to, cause you hear that? Yeah, he ain't saying shit no more. I was like, yo. And he said he couldn't, because all his shit wasn't working. He couldn't move or tremble because he's like, but I could see his eyes just trembling as I said it. I was like, bro.
You got to know your place. You can't be quadriplegic.
Yes.
You know what? Okay, I think I figured it out. It's too damn hot. That's what it is. Everybody's hot and bothersome.
Fuck yes, dude.
And I've been getting rage baited on TikTok and Instagram with these people from the UK talking about heat waves and shit.
Dude, it was 10 o'clock in the morning the other day and already 100 fucking degrees.
Yeah.
Like, like, I remember going to my car and being like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Like, I opened the door to walk outside to get to the car, and immediately was like, oh, fuck. Like,
Yeah, it's
awful.
UK heat waves are what we have AC on at.
Yeah. Oh,
Talking about a heat wave, and I got to do the math because they use the Celsius shit, and it's 86. Dude. Go fuck yourself, 86.
That's why they come out here. That's why
86 is our low.
The more you travel, the more you will be able to identify people from the UK, because me and Sandy,
they'll melt at 90 degrees.
Bro, especially when we were in Asia, we'd be walking around and we'd see like these just pasty white people just walking around, and we see them and they're just like hat on, super red, towel, just drenched in sweat. Like, what the fuck? And it's like, I don't know, 92 to 89, 92 degrees. And we're like, all right, it's hot, but it's not that bad. And these people are out there just like, oh my God. Oh my God. It's just unbearable right now. It's like this. You don't know what the fuck hot is.
We look at ours and go, it's only 96, but it feels like 102. I don't know what heat index really is, but I believe it.
Oh, yeah.
Because you go, it's 96. This feels like 102. And then you look at it and it goes, oh, it feels like 102.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, it's because whenever you just walk outside and you know when you look and you just see the haze, like from a distance where you just see the air just, if I can see that 10 feet from looking out my window, I'm not going outside for the day.
And
fuck all that.
There's really I'd say four places in the U.S. that we go, yeah, our heats are different, but it's all hot. It's definitely Arizona, Nevada, Texas, and Florida. They're different, but we all acknowledge each other and going, yeah, we know hot. Yeah.
They're like, what you mean hot? Oh, where are you from? And if they go Florida, it's like, okay, all right, yeah. Arizona, okay, I get that.
Yeah.
Nevada, Texas, like those, I would agree with you. Those four states, you know, some heat.
The bitch asses, and they're 86 degrees and beans and toast shit. They They can't get over the war. They can't. They got
the beans and toast thing. The beans for breakfast thing just bothers me.
Well, it's their beans too. Like if it was Texas baked beans and like a piece of Texas toast, I'd eat it, but I wouldn't want to.
I don't know. It's just like I'm not trying to fart at 8 a.m.
What, you don't want to?
Like, I'm
no,
not trying to
a piece of
trying
toast,
to give
beans,
myself
coffee, a cigarette. You're good to go.
Like I remember, Sandy's niece and nephew came for a couple weeks, and they were staying with us, and one of them was talking shit because I was making pancakes. I was like, well, welcome to not eat. But then, the moment I put it out in front of him and I gave him some pancakes, bacon, I put some syrup on there, it was like, all right. He fucking destroyed it.
Pancakes not, they don't eat pancakes?
No.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Not at all. He was just like, what is this? I was like, don't worry, bro. You'll like it. He was like, it looks like rubbish. I was like, oh, fuck yourself. And I was like, it was like, you could not eat, or you could at least try this.
I know which one you're talking about. Trust me, I remember him.
But I mean, he fucking loved it. But then I think her niece, she was like, all right, I've been eating all this American. I need something from home. And I was like, all right. Sandy went out, got some stuff. She made some toast, and she, with the English bread. I just remember looking at her. I just remember beans in the morning. Just most things, British foods, I can understand, I can eat, but it's the beans in the morning that just irk me. It really irks me. Like, I was able to get over being in Asia and having like rice dishes for breakfast.
Right.
Like,
but it had egg in it and stuff, right?
I could get that. But just beans, man, it was like, what the fuck are we doing here?
That is weird, but then you put it on toast. So you put a carb on a carb. It just is kind of, yeah. So, back-to-back world champs. Our food's better, and our shit's hotter.
Yes.
So, we're going to wrap it up there, folks.
Yes.
Y'all have a good week, and please hit the like and subscribe. We need your help.
Yes.
We need your help. So
Absolutely.
tell your friends about it, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace.